Good morning, Santosh. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Let's wait for 2 more minutes before we get started. Do you guys know the difference, like why we call as early bird versus night owl? Do you know what is the difference? Why we use this context? Why we use this word?
The people who gets up early are called early bird
Okay.
and stays night for a long time. They're called night owl.
Okay.
It they can be both either for some creative purpose or for just some hobby or time pass.
Okay. So let's assume that the people who have succeeded in life, right? It could be anything in their profession, whatever it is, right? So what do you think? Do you think early bird people who wake up early and start their day early will have a higher probability of getting success? Or the people who are spending late night and sleeping at, let's say, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and then waking up at 9, 10 and doing their professional will succeed? What do you feel?
I heard a theory who are early bird actually they are kind of success people like some famous personalities. But personally, I feel it's the personal nature of each individual, what kind of person they are. Some of them are actually early bird. Some of them can do that one. That's why they're a different personality who can stay up late in the night.
Okay.
That's as per the generic theory. What I heard is that almost all the billionaires they are kind of early bird people.
Okay, well said. Well said. What about others? What do you think?
Same.
Okay.
It varies person to person.
It varies person to person. Okay. So do you think that that's fine, even if I can work hard in the night or if I can work hard in the morning, so it will still work? Yes?
See, from my perspective, I will also early like a morning person actually. It will be fine.
Okay.
Okay, but I have seen some of the people who have. It depends upon their interest. If they have an interest towards it, if whether it is a night or a morning, as per
Okay. Let's
they
do
will be
one thing
getting.
then. I usually yesterday I told you, I guess I usually work in that second half so that I have a overlap time. Okay. So I finish my class, I finish my office work at 12 a.m. And by the time I sleep, it will be 1 a.m. And I need to wake up at 6:30 for class. Okay. So instead of having 6:30, since you guys are saying if you have interest, you can attend any time. Can we have class at 1 o'clock early morning? We'll finish it off night and we'll wake up early. Will that work?
No.
Why?
No.
You guys are saying no. That's fine. If you have if you have that willpower, like that's fine. Like if I have interest, if I really want to scale up, if I really want to learn something, and you guys are saying that it's fine anytime. So instead of 6:30, can we have at 1 a.m.? We'll all will be able to attend.
From no, I can't. After 10, I can't.
Okay. What about others? The guys who said irrespective of time, if we have interest, yeah, that should work. Can we have class at 1 a.m.? Possible?
No.
Better time management.
Time management. Okay. See, my conclusion will always be that yes, it's all about the willpower. Okay, when you want to do something, irrespective of time. I've been doing a lot of night works. I've been doing a lot of early morning works. But yeah, as long as you are very focused on what you need to do, you will definitely achieve it, right? But your biological cycle, your body needs some sort of clock, right? Like exactly at morning 10 o'clock you feel hungry, again 2 o'clock you need some, you will feel hungry, again night 7 o'clock you feel hungry. It's called biological clock, right? So everyone have their own clock. With that, if I compare the early morning, whatever you do, instead of taking, let's say like I take 1.5 hours class, right? The knowledge that goes into your brain, there is a high likely chance that you will remember forever if it's a morning, right? And night, yeah, of course, night, even night, you will be like able to focus because no one will be around you. You can still do your work, but there is some sort of disturbance that will be created by your sleep. Okay, some sort of disturbance. You have tea, you have coffee, whatever you have. So some sort of disturbance will be there. Okay. So I take about 3 to 4 batches in a day, but the one batch which I really enjoy is always a 6:30 batch, the morning batch. The one reason, your brain will be fresh and I'll be able to convey a lot of information. Okay. So that should be applicable for you guys as well. Okay. So make sure that you finish it off your class by 6:30, so join 6:30, 7:45, you close it. And from there onwards, you can continue with your day. Okay. So with that, let's get started. In the last class, we were talking about who can go for this skill. As I said, no coding background. You need not have any formal degree, right? Even if you're coming from a BCom, BSc, or engineering, whatever background you are, even if you have not completed your coding in the past, that's fine. You can still go with this role. And people who are looking for career transition, career gap, non-IT to IT, all of this guys will be the right guys who can scale up on data analytics. And I've told you how data analytics is helping. Even as I said, right, even my mother is doing an analysis. So whatever she does in a basic calculation, that itself is an analysis. So anyone can do the analysis. Most interesting subject ever. Okay, I have mastered about 55 skills in my career, but nothing is as interesting as this. You wake me up at 4 o'clock and ask me to teach Power BI, I'll do that. You wake me up at 2 o'clock in the midnight and you ask me to teach Power BI, I'll do that. That is how this subject is interesting. And this subject, you need to have multiple skills. You need to understand about the data and you need to talk to the database for getting the data. And that's where your SQL comes into picture. And yesterday we've seen about couple of examples, right? How a complete analysis, let's say this is a complaints, but with only complaints analysis, it's very hard to figure out if that bus agency is doing good. But if I have another data, if I have along with the complaints, if I have the booking data, the booking versus complaints can really help us to figure out whether this bus agency is doing good or not. How? I just took the ratio. For every 2 tickets, 1 complaint. But in 2020, every 1 ticket, there was a 1 complaint. So obviously we have improved. And I was showing this example with just 3 columns. There was an analyst from from our Datavision who has given 35 insights. It's all about how much information you give. Okay, a good data analyst is all about with the minimum information, how maximum insights they get it. As simple as that. Correct. Now, with that, I was also showing about our KSR's performance. By this, everyone gets a negative impression. Hey, what is this? From 1,800 of offers, they've dropped to 500 offers. But the high reality, what we are seeing here is we also focus on the number of admissions. Yeah, of course, we were accepting admissions 5,000. Then we thought, why we need to accept 5,000? Let's keep it short. Let's accept only 100 per batch and let's make it 5 batch per month, per year. And finally, we'll try to win the number of offers, right? So if you see 550 in that 500, 91%, but 5,000, only 1,800, 36% of offer percentage. So this gives you a different story. Well, whenever you get a data, look into multiple directions, right? Look into multiple ways. That's the only way to master this, right? Now, what I'll do, as I said, we will not be getting the data in the Excel and CSV format. The reason it has some limitations. So we'll have to get the data from database. So what is database? Database is a place where all the data gets stored. Multiple people can simultaneously go and work. If you are going and booking a ticket, if you're going and booking a seat, that particular seat has to be shown as a block for other people, right? So that's how the synchronization works in the database. And in order to talk to the database, you need one language. That language is going to be SQL. Okay, so structured query language is the one which you are going to get started initially, but this language is used to communicate with the database, correct? Now, we can easily update, delete, you can do whatever we want with respect to SQL. You go and ask a question to a database will throw you the answer and we can start communicating. So this is what we have seen. And once we know where to get the data, our end goal is to build a dashboard. This is a dashboard that we have built for one of the HR department, like how many total employees, how many male employees, female employees, and with respect to each department, with respect to the the ratings, all of this we can see. And this is a dashboard that is built for HR team, correct? Now, as I said, data is everywhere. Data is everywhere, correct? So data is a new currency. And the one thing which I've been hearing is, see, the way if you want to make money, you need to understand about data, as simple as that. The more you understand about the data, the more you can make money. Okay, so it's just a directly proportional. The more and more knowledge you have about the data driven technologies, you can get into a very skillful role. It could be data science, data engineering, or data analytics. But as you guys are entering or you guys want to scale up on some new technology, data analytics would be the right step to get started, because that's one which gets you the interest on data and you can do wonders with data analysis. Right now, we were talking about a bit of data cleaning. If you see, there's only 2 countries, USA and UK. But the problem is a lot of mistakes is there. U.K, small UK, UK without space, right? There are a lot of things that you can see here. So that I need to do a bit of data cleaning. I cannot ask anyone else to do it. As a data analyst, before even doing this bars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bars, which is not necessary because it's wrong, I would like to do a bit of data cleaning, and I'll keep it as one common word, US, UK, and then I'll be able to count it, and then I'll be able to do a visualization. So this is exactly what is required. We always look for visuals. Every client, every team member always wants to see their data in a visual format. Your eyes are very sensitive to visuals rather than looking for numbers. So if you ask me, is this table good or this chart is good, I would definitely opt for this chart. So that's what we are here. We wanted to get this data converted into a reports, correct? Now we had stopped till here. Now we'll give another example to understand the importance of data. Okay. See, there is an example here. We have hired a new trainer. Okay. We have hired a new trainer, and we can see that students' performance have changed a lot. Okay. So initially John's performance was 60%. Now it was changed to 75%. He's done well. Tom initial he was 55%. Now he has increased to 66%. Okay. Now Julie was 80%. Now his performance has improved to 86%. And Carol, 85% was the initial performance. Now it is 91%. Okay. And 78 was Bob's performance. Now it has increased to 90% plus 12. So all this are the increase in the percentage of the performance. Okay. For example, after this course, let's say I conduct a test where you guys score, and there is another trainer who comes in who again trains you and you get some score, right? So it's all about performance score. Okay. Now we have hired a new trainer, and we want to know whether this particular trainer has performed well or not. And this is a result. This is a result. Okay. This is a result. And there is one more guy as well, Sam. Now, when I go and take an average of this particular trainer's performance, like on an average, how much contribution, how much performance increased, if you go and see, the average performance is 15% plus 11% plus 6% plus 6% plus 12%. And actually this guy did not perform well. He did not perform well. So minus 56, and I'm taking divide by 6 average. So if I go and add all of this, it's giving minus 1%. So the average performance has went down. Can I throw the trainer out? Can I throw the trainer out just because the average performance is down?
No.
No.
Why? It's the average performance is minus 1. Who will keep a trainer who has have an average performance of minus 1%?
Because
Who is-
one person is having less, remaining there we can see the improvement. This one person may be because he is not attending the classes or some other reason, maybe. So we cannot blindly take a decision.
So what do you guys think?
So this will be skewed because of one average which is out of proportion is changing the entire average.
There is a basket full of tomatoes, and there is a one spoiled tomato in that. What will happen?
It will spoil all.
That is exactly happening here. Because of one student, the complete performance of the trainers is going down. Correct? So if you see, this first student has given 15% more, 11%, 6%, 6%, 12%. But this guy who has completely wiped away the average. Right? Now, this is not the right way to do it, because the majority, if you see, 5 out of 6 people have performed well. Right? John, Tom, Julie, Carol, Bab has all performed well. Just one person, who is Sam. So it could be any reason. He did not attend the class. Maybe did not show the interest, or whatever could be the reason. But the overall performance has dropped if I consider this, right? So I know the data is like the analysis getting spoiled just because of one. So what did I do is I took the same average now without Sam. Initially, I took for 6 people. Now I took the average for 5 people. So I left out Sam. I left out Sam. Now, if you see, if I just leave one person out, from -1%, it came to
10%.
10%. See what a major change you see here. That's why I always like this subject. Playing with numbers is so beautiful. Just with one number, just with one particular student, whether to ignore him or to consider him, right? Maybe I felt like why we have to consider him because he has not performed well, and when I compare with all the other 5 people, we have done well. The trainer has done well. So that sharp decision what I've taken is let's leave it out, leave him in the calculation. But why I am dropping? I also should justify. Just because he does not perform, I cannot drop it. We need to justify. So out of 6 people, I see that 5 people have performed well. There's only one person who did not perform. So that's the reason I have dropped him, right? So when I go and drop him, now the average looks much better. So the trainer's performance looks much better, right? Now if I go and compare, we find that maybe Sam was feeling sick that day. Maybe on that particular day where I gave the test, maybe he was not well. He still attended my class. He still mastered the subject. Could be maybe he was sick on that day. Probability could be there. Okay. One thing please do remember in the complete data analysis. Okay. Always go with complete detailed analysis. Okay. Evidence and proof is the key. Never assume things. The only way that you guys may go wrong is if you assume things. It could be not even in subject, even in your life. Okay. Always don't assume things. Try to have the clarity of what it is. I know that particular person was not performing, but we need to have that clarity. You should have the evidence and proof. What is evidence and proof? Yeah, other 5 people have performed well, right? So that's the evidence. So try to have the evidence before dropping him in the analysis, right? If 2 to 3 people have not performed, then I cannot drop it. Then I have to look into other direction. So always remember in data analytics, you have to observe properly. You will have to observe properly. Okay. Now, if you observe, you will be able to get the clarity. Okay. A good observer will definitely be able to master this. You need to observe what is happening in the data, right? As I told you, just 3 columns, you can see how our team member were able to figure out 35 insights. How did they do that? It's all about insights. It's all about insights, correct? Now, I'll give you one more observation and let's see how you observe, okay? Now, we'll be learning about something called Power BI. Our next topic is Power BI. So we have the data. We have the data now. The data is there and we are doing the analysis. So now, what is your Power BI going to do? Now, the basic cleaning which I told you that maybe I could rename US, UK and try to do some sort of treatment, data treatment, right? So all this data cleaning, your Power BI can do. You can analyze the data like what I've shown you, the analysis in the sense like this, whom to drop it or like who has lesser performance. This type of analysis also I can do. And most importantly, I can do the reporting, right? The visuals. All the things is possible in one tool. That tool is nothing but Power BI. I always like the name of Power BI because it's so powerful. It's so powerful. BI stands for business intelligence. You're trying to get the business information. You're going to show your intelligence on the business, and it is so powerful as name itself, Power BI, Power Business Intelligence. So this is exactly the tool that we are going to learn for analysis. For doing the analysis, you need to learn one or the other tool. And in this particular course, we will be focusing on Power BI. So Power BI is a business intelligence tool which can help us to clean the data, analyze the data, visualize the data, and help us to do the reports and dashboards. Okay. Now, you may be asking a question. Is this the only tool which can do? No, definitely no. There are a lot of tools which you can do the report for you, right? If I go and compare with the market, you can see a lot of other tools in the market. Okay. We have Oracle, SAP, Hadoop system, Power BI, Tableau, Dumo, okay, Dunas BI, and MicroStrategy, Clear Analytics, Google Analytics, Looker. Lot of tools are there. Zoha Analytics, QuickSense. So there are about 30 plus tools in the market. There are about 30 plus tools in the market. Okay. Now, in this 30 tools, why should I learn only this? That's the next question. You could have asked me, okay, data analysis is all about analyzing the data and providing the information. Why are you using Power BI? You could have used Tableau. That's the question you will have, right? So if I want to use one tool, I need to have a proper justification, right? So the first justification I would try to give you is, with respect to business intelligence tool, Power BI has the maximum fan followers. Lot of companies, clients, community people, the developers, we have the search volume to be more. What do you mean by search volume? So people will try to get more of information from Google, right? So Google is our first source. Google is our first source, correct? So in this Google, obviously you will get all the information and that will create a search volume. Okay. Now, I don't know how many of you guys know this person. Okay. I'll show you one name. Let's see if you can, guys can. Do you guys know this person?
Yes,
What happened yesterday?
he scored a century in one game for India.
Yesterday there was a memorable day for us, right? A new revolution of Indian cricket. Indian women team, ODI team, right? Indian ODI team marched into the final of the World Cup. And yesterday there was a crucial match that happened, India versus Australia, right? And you can see all over the news 7 hours ago, 4 hours ago. Ideally speaking, I did not sleep last night. Lot of emotions, lot of emotions. I'm a true fan of cricket, right? I love cricket like anything. And yesterday I watched this match, unbelievable match. I usually watch only the men's cricket, but for the last few years, I've enjoyed watching women's cricket as well. Unbelievable yesterday. It was so beautiful to watch this players playing for Team India. Correct? Now, uh, after the match, she was giving some emotional speech, and you can see when you have time after the class, please go through it. People who have missed the match yesterday, please go and see this all over the. It should be the talk of the town. Okay, you go and see the entire 2-3 days. You see it, this is what is going to happen, and just 25 years old. Okay, so we don't know this person until yesterday. Okay, and today, let's see how many of them have searched this person. Okay, I'll simply go to Google Analytics. Google Trends, sorry. I'll go to Google Trends. Now, if I go and search our name, see what has happened. People have never searched about her in the last 12 months. But see what happened on 29th onwards. That's where the trend comes in. Okay. Now let's say I'll put only for past 7 days. Do you see the spike? Okay. India had won the World Cup at what time? I don't see the time here, but I remember around 9:45 to 10 o'clock. Okay.
Around 11:15.
11:15 it was all done, but somewhere I should have seen the time. I don't know why there is no time here. But anyway, so India won the World Cup about 10 o'clock to 10:15. And see what has happened at 10:30. Everyone have started searching her name, who is she? Because the emotional speech what she gave yesterday. See, I'm not bringing any old examples. The example which I happened 12 hours before. 12 hours before what happened, I'm bringing the example. And what you see on this particular visual is exactly what we are talking about, data analysis. People will never even knew about this person until yesterday. But yesterday, she was the person who changed the phase of the game. We were in the losing side. After conceding 338 runs, we were actually under pressure. It's a World Cup semi-final, right? We were under pressure. But this person did not celebrate for 50, did not celebrate for century, but she celebrated, she cried after winning the match. That emotional scenes, you go and watch actually. I always, I still want to see one more time the highlights. That good it was. Okay. And see the search that has happened. See the search that has happened, right? You go and search anything, you will get it. Let's say I'll go and search RCB, right? And I'll just say last 12 months. And why there is a spike on June 3rd? Anyone? Why there is a spike only for this particular phase from February to June?
During the IPL matches?
Yes, we were in the
You won the
IPL.
match.
Yes, we were
IPL season.
IPL season. And this season with Virat Kohli, RCB won the cup, right? Now, if you see which state have contributed more of such, you can see it was Karnataka. Obviously, because RCB is from Bangalore. So you have a lot of fans in Karnataka, correct? So you search any word, you will be able to compare. Now, let's say I compare with CSK. CSK is another team. You can see the comparison, right? You can see the comparison. See, from March to June, it was an IPL season. You can see both the teams have a good search. But the drop of Chennai has went down because they did not reach finals. But we reached finals. The blue color, that is exactly RCB. Right? So this way, you go and search anything. Let's say I'll go and search about iPhone. iPhone 16. This is iPhone 17. 17 has launched, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
See, in the last few months, people have started comparing iPhone. See, until August 30th, you see zero search on iPhone 17. Why?
It was launched in the month of September.
It was launched in the month of September, and that is why you see completely iPhone 7 as zero search, right? iPhone 17 is zero because when the phone itself is not there, who will go and search? But when after this launched, you see the comparison, and even in the 16 has spiked because people will compare when any new product is coming into the market. You guys will compare, correct? You guys will compare. Now, let's see. I don't know, I've never done this. I'm doing it right away. Let's see how many of you have searched KSR. Not bad. I see some good okay number for the last 3-4 days. And we see a lot of numbers from Telangana. Are you guys all from Telangana? Most of you guys? Telangana, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh. These are the top 3 states where you guys come from. Is it true?
Yes.
How
Yes.
many of you are from
Yes.
Telangana? Can you raise your hand? I don't see anyone. Is it? Okay, good. I see few numbers. So as I said, we also can start comparing. Let's say that, let's see for past 7 days. Okay, we don't have enough search. Past 30 days. Okay, we can see on 21st October, we see on 23rd October, we see on 24th October. All this is because for the last 2-3 weeks, we have started a new batch. Obviously, for the new guys, we'll definitely go and research about our institute, correct? So all this, where I'm getting it from? This is coming from the analysis, like what is happening in Google, correct? So, well, let me tell you, the search volume in Google is what is making the Power BI to be effective, because when compared to all the other tools, people are searching more on Power BI Word. People are searching more on BI Word. People are searching more on compared to Tableau and compared to Power BI. So people will do this. Okay. So let's do a comparison for that as well. Let's go and compare that as well. Let's go and say Power BI. And let's go and compare with Tableau. Do you see the graph? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Let's see for last 5 years. Tableau was actually a good one, but overall the search has decreased. And for the last 5 years, there's only one-man army that ruling the world, which is nothing but Power BI. Okay. So this is what I was talking about, the search, right? The search volume. That's a one reason. Okay. And when I compare with every other business intelligence tool, this has the higher maximum features. Okay, this has the maximum features, and comparatively costing is also less. See, everything comes with a cost. Nothing comes free in this life, correct? Everything we have to pay a price. So whenever I'm using a Power BI or whenever I'm using a Tableau, we will have to go with some sort of price. So compared to other tools, this is cheaper. And no need to tell, Power BI is coming from the brand Microsoft. Okay, Power BI is coming from the brand Microsoft. And as we know that Microsoft is a brand. Okay, so it's been 50 years, but still, even for a presentation also, I'm using PowerPoint presentation, which is Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. right? Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Outlook, Microsoft Teams, Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, Microsoft Teams, everything is Microsoft product. So you should be trusting the product because it's a Microsoft, correct? And these guys come up with every month updates. Now, more than everything, it is actually recognized by Gartner. There is a company called Gartner. Okay. You would have seen this in most of the Instagram reels or shorts. There is a guy who compares products like Samsung phone versus iPhone. He'll drop it from the first floor and he will put it into a fire. He'll put it into a water. You would have seen comparison videos, right? Similarly, there is a company called Gartner. The work of this company is only to compare, nothing else. A versus B. That's all. The company is only known for comparison. They compare and they tell the features. That way, they have compared all the BI tools in the market. Okay. Now, all these are BI tools. All these are BI tools. Okay. For a time being, let's assume that there are 30 plus tools. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let's assume that we have about 30 plus tools. Okay. Now imagine this is a race. The race track. Just imagine this is a race track. And this is a start line. And this is a finish line. I'm just giving a diagram for you. Imagine this is a race track and all the 30 plus tools are running for a race. And I've drawn a track for you. And this is a start and this is an end. Okay. Now, if I ask you, what is the insights that you come up with this particular image? What you will tell?
That Microsoft product is reaching fast.
Okay, very good. Microsoft Power BI is on top. Okay, what else? What else? I
There's a
asked you.
good difference between the first, like Microsoft, and the rest of the.
Okay, there is a difference between there is a good difference between 1 and 2. Okay, very good. Next. Okay, if I ask you a question from this particular image, tell me few insights. The number of insights you gave is 2. Just 2. What you told? Power BI is on first. And the difference between the second and first, the difference is huge. That's all, right? If the same information which was given, if the same visual was given to me, a person who has mastered data analytics, if the same requirement was given to me, the way I would put into this is, okay, listen carefully. Microsoft is on top. Tableau is on second. The difference between first and second is huge. This is a 50% of the race. That is a midway, halfway mark. Only 2 tools were able to cross the 50% of the race. Most of the tools collapsed within 25% of the race. Within the first 25% of the race track, there were few collapsed and there were a lot of congestion. That is, lot of tools were congested in the about at 50% of the race, right? And the top 3 are going to be Microsoft, Salesforce, Oracle. Like this, I can come up with many analysis. Just one image here. You guys told me only Power BI is first and there is a huge difference. But what I told, most of the tools collapsed. Lot of tools were stagnant at midway and only 2 tools were able to cross the 50% of the race. Only 2 tools were able to cross the 50% of the race. That's the way I analyze. This is exactly what is expected from you. If a visual is given to you, just think this as like a graph, and I want you to get maximum information from that particular visual. Okay. So with that, there is a company called Gartner. This Gartner company has given us the map of who is leading and who is on the leaderboard. Okay. So as you see that Microsoft is somewhere in the top, correct? But which year it is? This is for 24, last year. This is for last year. Now, these guys usually update in the month of June, May, or July. So you guys can figure out in 2025 which tool is on top. Okay, this is an assignment for you guys. Go home, search for Gartner Magic Quadrant for BI Analytics for 2025. This is your task. I was lazy enough to update this, so I have got till 2024, but you search for 2025. But I have a track. Power BI was launched in 2015. So from 2015 to 2025, let's see how the Power BI was, where it was standing. So I'll be showing the magic quadrant from 2015 to 2024, 9 years. 9 years I'll show. You tell me what happened in 2025. 2025 is Power BI still on top. You figure out and tell me. Okay. Now, Power BI was launched in 2015. Where is Power BI?
Microsoft is in leader when it launched.
Forget about leader. Just think like a race. Where it is?
Mm,
Above 50%.
Third place. Third place.
Third, fourth, fifth. Okay. See, but one thing which you have to identify is Microsoft Power BI was just like some other tool. It was not that. See, if I would have not marked this, it was very difficult to identify. If I would have not marked with a green tab, it would have been very difficult to identify. Okay, because it is one among the others. It is one among the others. Okay, so usually we say in our own language, right? So we use one word. Of course, I'm a Kannadiga, so I can tell this. So we tell this word, right? Gumpal Govinda. Do you know what is mean by Gumpal Govinda?
Yes.
Or what is mean by Gumpal Govinda?
Go with the flow.
Go with the flow, right? So people are shouting, you also shout. So you will not be identified, right? In Telugu also we say that, right? What do we say in Telugu?
Gumpulo Govinda.
Gumpilo Govinda.
Gumplo Govinda. Exactly what has happened in Power BI. It is one among the others. Even if Power BI is performing well, we can't even identify that because it's actually grouped with others. So it's not that dedicated tool. It's one among the others. Of course, yeah, it is expected because it is in 2015, 10 years back. Right? Now let's see what happened in 2016. And 2016, it got segregated from others. It went separate. Now it is visibly seen, but it may not be a completely best tool, but you see that it moved to the leaders quadrant, but still it is, let's say 1, 2, 3, third position, correct? Now, this happened in within 1 year. Within 1 year, Power BI was notified. Like people started observing Power BI within 1 year. It was one among the other tools in 2015. In 2016, it got separated from others. It knew, oh, this is not the place. I'm better than others. So it's separated from others. And in 2017, it moved forward in the leaders tab. Now there is a race between Tableau and Microsoft. 2017, 2018, when I got into Microsoft, that's where there was a real competition, right? The real competition was only between two tools, that is Tableau and Microsoft. And all the other tools, they were step back. They were bit back. Okay, so you can see Salesforce, you can see IBM, you can see SAS, MicroStrategy, Alteryx, Oracle. So there is a huge difference between the first two and the rest of the things. So the real competition was only between in 2017, the real competition was only between Tableau and Microsoft, correct? And 2018, nothing much changed. It was still the same. The challenge was still running. The race was still running, and we still don't know who will win. There was a equal contribution from both Tableau and Microsoft. Both were using, and in 2019 is where your Microsoft went ahead. So from 2019 onwards, 6 consecutive years, Microsoft Power BI is on top. So this is 2019, this is 2020, this is 2021. There is a huge difference that started creating in 2021. And in 2021, what happened, right? In 2021, what happened? There was a tool called Tableau. There was a tool called Tableau, and there was a tool called Salesforce. Salesforce was one of the BI tool, which was a bit famous Salesforce tool, and Tableau was also one of the famous tool. So just because the gap got created more, in 2022, what happened, right? Tableau and Salesforce merged together in 2022. Two BI tools combined together. So usually when happens, right, when you are in school or college, when you have a friend and you have an enemy, your enemy and enemy will become friends. Your two enemies will become both friends. Exactly what happened. So Salesforce and Tableau merged their company to beat Microsoft. But what happened in 2022 was the migration, that they migrated together, but still they did not reach. This is 2023 and this is 2024. You can still see there is a difference. And I want you guys to update 2025 and tell me what happened in 2025. Will you all tell me tomorrow? I have the records till 2024. 2015 till 2024, I have the records. Now, I want you guys to tell me in 2025 where exactly Power BI stands. Is it still on top, or is there any other tool which has gone forward? Can you all tell me this tomorrow?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So that's one of the other reason it is recognized by Gartner. Search volume in Google, maximum features, costing wise it's cheaper. History and brand, because it's a Microsoft product. Microsoft is always a brand and every month updates. So all these are the top reasons why we are going to use Power BI over other tools. Now let's see the architecture of our Power BI, how it works. We will have to install one software called Power BI Desktop. Okay, so we will have to install one software which is called Power BI Desktop. This Power BI Desktop can read the data from Excel, can read the data from CSV, can read the data from database, can read the data from any files, and we can do a report here. We can do a report here. Correct? Now, we can also get the data from database. But in order to see this one, anyone can open. But if anyone has to go and get the data in database, that person should know SQL. Because SQL is a language which is used to talk to the database. So that's why we are going to learn SQL first. Then we will come for Power BI reporting. And once you do the report, your report will stay in your machine. Correct? This is Power BI Desktop. Power BI Desktop. Okay, I will open the Power BI desktop. See, this is Power BI desktop. Okay, it's a software. Now let's say I open one report. This is one of the report that is for Amazon. Okay. So we can see total sales, total profit, total quantities, total customers, total transactions, and how much we have achieved. And if I want to filter out with respect to 2017 or 2016, I can go and apply the filter. And you can see that all the visuals is getting changed. So this is one Power BI report. Okay. Now, how will you share this to your Amazon client? Amazon is a guys who have given you this particular project for you, correct? And you've done the report for them. And you want to share this to them. I cannot share this as a file because again, they should open Power BI desktop and they should go and open this, which is not possible, which is practically impossible. I cannot go and share this with everyone, correct? Now, that is where once you develop the report in the Power BI desktop, you will have to share it with clients with the help of Power BI service. This is a web version. That means this complete report, what you see here, will be in the URL form. URL means anyone can open in the web. A person who can open internet will be able to open my report. So from the desktop, I will push it to web. That is called Power BI service. So in the Power BI desktop, I will develop. Okay. So just to give a workaround, I'll show you in a minute. See, this is a report. How to build it? Very easy. Just go and drag one. This is a skeleton of the visual. And simply go and drag this here. Simply go and drag this here. That's it. That's it. We'll be covering a lot when we cover about Power BI reports. But as of now, I'm just giving a, let's say, segment. So segment-wise analysis. Let's say state by analysis. This is a state. And we can do different visuals. We can do pie chart. We can do table. We can do all of this. Correct? Now that is where we are building a report. We have done this report in Power BI desktop. We have done in Power BI desktop. But how to share? You will have to share it through a web and URL. And from the web and URL, these guys will read. Wherever they are present, they will be able to access our report. This is how Power BI works. Very simple. We are collecting the data from different data sources and we are developing the report for them. And once we develop the report for them, directly we will be sharing it through web and URL. That is nothing but my Power BI service. This is exactly how your Power BI works. Okay. Now, okay. Now, we have a problem now. We have a problem. Power BI is good. We can do reporting. Everything is fine. We have done a report. Everything is fine. But there is no person in the world who is perfect. There is no tool in the world which is perfect. Every tool will have some sort of pros and cons. Now, all this time I was talking about only Power BI, which was very good. 5 important points. It is recognized by Gartner, maximum features, costing is less, everything I told. But at some point of instance, there is some problem also. Okay, there is some problem also. So the problems are negligible, but still problem is a problem. Okay, there is a problem is a problem. If there is a 1 glass of milk, okay, there is a 1 glass of milk and the milk is very pure, which was just taken from a cow, right? Very pure. And just 1 drop of poison drops in that milk, it's still a poison, correct? So everyone will not talk about that 99.999% of milk. Everyone will talk about 0.001% of that poison, correct? So that's exactly what happens. Even though this is one of the best tool in the market, best tool in the market, some sort of small hiccups are there. And those hiccups are, even though it's actually installed in my personal machine, right? It is using some sort of database, correct? It is using some sort of database. So this is a Power BI desktop, and it uses Excel for analyzing CSV, and it uses database. Now this database also, let's assume that it is present in my machine. So the problem is, if you are having in your personal machines, if you're having in your personal server, which is called on premises. So if you have the Power BI desktop, if you have the database, if you have the Excel files, if you have the CSV files, everything if you have in your personal machine, just like my system. So this is my system, okay? This is my system. See, my system has 222 GB of C drive, 462 GB of D drive, 468 GB of D drive, right? So my laptop is about 1000 GB, which is nothing but 1 terabyte. So in this only 47 is free. In this only 281 is free. In this 334 is free. But what if it is filled? I should go and extend my hard disk. And once the C drive becomes full, my system will also become slower. So what I should do? I should go and extend my RAM. So my laptop has to be redesigned. I have to go and upgrade my laptop. So the moment data becomes more and more, maintenance cost will be increased. If I want to buy a very good laptop or a very good server, I need to invest a lot. Risk. I am going in a train or a bus and someone takes my laptop. Gone. See, in this particular folder, there is a folder called data. So this is a data. You see lot of Excel files and CSV files, right? This is a data, correct? Now, this particular folder has about 7.7 GB of KSR's data. And if I'm going in a train or a bus and someone steals my laptop, the next day KSR will throw me out. They'll fire me. Because all the important files of KSR is actually present in this folder. So what I can do? If someone robs my laptop, it's gone. The 7.79 GB of my original data is gone. And KSR will file a case against me, right? So if you have the data in on-prem, there is always a risk of data loss. And when the data is increasing, I cannot go and increase my laptop size, right? I need some support. Performance will hit. So all these are some of the problems what I get in on-prem. The moment if I say on-premises is nothing but the systems which is in my control, my laptop, my server, dedicated server, system server, all of this is in my control. We call it as an on-prem. The more and more the data becomes, it is an burden to our system. Now, how to handle this? Even though BI is one of the best tool, Power BI, that doesn't mean that you can overload, you can overburden it, you cannot use it for all purpose. Yeah, we understand that Power BI can do data cleaning, data analysis, report building, everything it can do. But why are we going and overburdening it, right? Why are we going to overburden it? So that's exactly what we're going to see. I from my perspective, I can take maybe 6:30 one batch, 8 o'clock one batch, maybe evening 8 o'clock one batch. 3 batches I can take. Just because I can teach, do you think I can take 12 batches in a day? Is it possible? 24 hours, 12 batches? However strong I am, however passion I have, impossible. Because you're burdening me. You're burdening a person who can take about 3 to 4 sessions. You're burdening him to take 12 sessions. even though just because he could do it, that doesn't mean that you can overburden it, right? That is exactly what we are doing now. It's an excellent tool, but since the data is coming in different places, it is coming in different directions, and we have to do a report, we are overburdening it. Now, in order to reduce the burden, we will have to go with some sort of other services, right? We have to go and use it, other tools. So that's exactly what we are going to do. If you see, your Excel can hold up to 10 lakh records, and your Oracle can store up to 5 GB, and your database can store up to 2 GB. And after this, what if the data is more than this? What if data is 2 terabytes? Where will I go and store it? I cannot store it in my database. I cannot store it in my Excel. First of all, 2 terabytes means I can't even store it in my machine, because my machine, if you see, my machine itself is 1000 GB only. 220 GB, 460 GB and 460 GB. So it's almost 1 terabyte only. But what if my data is coming in 2 terabytes? Where will I go and store? That's a problem, correct? Now, to give an example, imagine currently KSR data is 1 lakh. I mean 1 terabyte. For 1 terabyte, I have purchased a laptop which is 1 lakh. Correct? Now, suddenly a lot of people join KSR and our batch size increases. Let's say we have now 10 terabyte. So for 1 terabyte, 1 laptop means for 10 terabyte, can I buy 10 laptops which will charge 10 lakhs? Can I do this?
No.
No, we have 10 lakhs, yeah. We will buy. What is wrong? We have 10 lakhs. We'll be able to buy.
It is expensive. Instead of that, we can go with the cloud. So we can store it in cloud.
I'm saying 10 lakhs is not expensive. We can still afford. Can I buy?
No, it's
But
a good
it's a
idea.
double of work
Why? What double of work?
storing in each and every laptop.
Get any data, we need to coordinate with all those laptops.
Mahesh asked me, in which batch who has got the highest package? Okay. So what did I do? I'll have to go and find out in this machine who is the highest package. Then again, I will have to go into the system. I have to figure out who is the highest package. Like this, I will have to do for all the individual machines. Then I will have to take maximum. So the data is divided into 10 systems, means if I want to go and get any information, I'll have to coordinate with all the machines. And I don't have 10 hands to go and operate all the 10 laptops. We need to hire people. To use these laptops, we need to hire people. So extra charge. Apart from 10 lakhs, it's not about money here, okay? It's not about money here. If it's 10 lakhs also, let's say we can still afford. But what is the feasibility of usage? I cannot keep on buying new laptops. Okay, today it's fine, 100, 10 terabytes. Tomorrow if it's 100 terabytes, and for that I have to buy 100 laptops. 100 laptops is nothing but 100 lakhs. 100 lakhs is how much? 1 crore. 1 crore, do you think I'll go and spend for systems? Practically not possible. Okay, let's assume that even we have 1 crore. And then who is going to use this 100 systems? I need to hire people, right? Even Ravana has only 10 head, not 10 hand. Where will I go and use this 10 systems now? I need to hire people. Now, life is going to be challenging if you're going to split the data into multiple systems and it's a physical system. The problem comes when it's a physical system. Now, to handle all of this, and we are still talking about 1 terabyte, correct? But now we are into terabyte, petabyte, exabyte, and zettabyte. So we are in zettabyte. So in 2025, I'm talking about KSR's terabyte only, 1 terabyte. But after terabyte, we have petabyte, we have exabyte, we have zettabyte, we have yottabyte. So zettabyte is what we have the data. So which is nothing but 21, 10 to the power of 21. So in 2025, 175 followed by 10 followed by 21 zeros. We are talking about an ant. And here it's an elephant. We are talking about an ant in KSR. 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, 10 terabyte. But if you see the overall data that is getting generated from all the organization is 175 zettabyte, which is nothing but 175 into 10 to the power of 21. Oof. To count itself, it will take time. Where will I go and store this? That is exactly what we are seeing the growth of data. And all of this, do you think I can go and dump it in one tool? Not possible, correct? Now that is where we will be entering into another machine, another system. Let's see what is that. Now imagine you guys have to take care of fitness. Okay. Imagine you guys have to take about fitness. Like you want to go for a gym for keeping your body fit. Now there are two options that you can do. Buy the complete gym equipments or go to a gym center, buy it through a membership and use the products. Now, if you want to set up a gym setup at your home, you will have to buy treadmill. You will have to buy all of this, dumbbells, everything, 1,800, 27,000, everything. So you'll have to have a high initial investments because you have to setting up a gym at home. Has anyone set up gym at your home? First of all, I should ask this question. Do you guys go for gym?
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
I heard only from 3 people. What about others?
I used to, but now I'm not going.
Okay. How many of
Not
yeah,
to
tell me.
gym. I will go by cycling or walking or jogging, such like that.
Okay, very good. So I'll tell you one thing. I'll ask you another question. Of course, this is out of topic, but still I'll tell you. See, for not working, that means you need not work going forward. If you have about 3 crores, you need not work. If you have 3 crores in your bank, okay. If you have 3 crores in your bank, please don't join this course. If you have 3 crores in your bank, please don't join this course. Okay. So this 3 crores should not be with your assets. That means I have a house of 1.5 crores with a EMI of 1 crore. No, doesn't count. So your land, your house, your gold doesn't matter. If you have 3 crores bank balance, you can stop working. Please don't join this course. No need of data analysis, no need of any subject. If you have 3 crores, stop working. Because the 3 crores is enough for you to multiply your money with a lot of other investments. If you put in bank also, you will get about 2 lakhs only interest, bank interest. The 2 lakhs is more than enough, more than good enough for you to lead that particular month. So if you have 3 crores, you need not go to job. Okay. Now let's imagine tomorrow God gives you 5 crores. Just like that. God comes from top and says that, okay, just take this 5 crores. Will all accept? Will you all accept? Just like that is coming and giving. Will you all accept? Yes or no, yaar?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Everyone will accept, right? Everyone will accept. Now, after accepting, listen, after accepting, Next day, God is asking you your two eyes. Is asking you two eyes. Can you give me your two eyes? Now, God has one thing. You either give two eyes or return the money. What you will do?
Return the money. Return the money.
Hey,
Check
come
for
on,
the
yaar.
cost of getting two eyes.
Do you think you can really get it?
No, sure.
So God is giving you an option. You either give me your two eyes or you return me the money. What you will choose?
I will return the money.
Return the money.
Return the money.
So logically speaking,
I will keep the money.
is it? So you don't
Like,
want your eyes.
I will give it later on. I will with the
Later
5
on, you
crores
will.
I
If you,
can.
okay, later on, are you confident that you will get it?
I'll get my eyes by operating with that 5 crores.
That is what. If you want to operate, you will need eyes, right? Who will
Yeah.
someone has to give you your eyes, or else what you will do?
We can wait for until I get an eyes.
Then why there are a lot of blind people in India?
It
Why
depends.
there is?
Some people won't get their vision after eyes also.
So
After
you
operating also,
so
sometimes they
so
won't.
you will take 5 crores, but you are sacrificing your eyes.
Yes.
I don't think logically that will work. But anyway, I accept your answer. So with this calculation, can I say value of I is 5 crores? Because you're returning the money.
More than that.
More than that. Very good. More than that. Correct. So the value of two eyes is more than 5 crores. Correct. Well, let me tell you the reason why I told you this is your health is more important than anything else. If you want to succeed in IT, if you want to succeed in your job, if you want to succeed in any of your professional, first you need to have your mental health and your fitness. So my kind request to every single person, your one cigarette is better than your French fries. This is told by one of the doctor. So we always talk about people who smoke will have health issues. People who consume alcohol is as having health issues. People who eat junk foods will also have health issues. There is a survey. Okay. So the French fries which you eat, the pizza which you eat, the burger which you eat, it is equivalent to a smoking. I can very proudly say, I don't smoke, I don't drink, my health is good. Definitely no. Listen to the statement. This Power BI data analytics comes to me as a secondary. My first profession is actually fitness. I'm actually a fitness person. I do take fitness sessions, dieting sessions, and then comes all of this. Okay. So that's why I'm telling you, please take care of your health. Please take care of your body. And when I asked you the value of eyes is 5 crores, you guys saying more than that. For eyes itself, it is more than 5 crores. So your heart, your brain, your lungs, your liver, the most important part of your body, you need to take care. Okay. So again, I'm telling you, people who are assuming that, hey, I don't smoke, I don't drink, my health is good. Let me tell you, you guys are also under risk. That's why I told you, eating French fries, right, is worse than smoking. And that too, especially if you're eating outside. So please take care of your health, whatever you do. Okay. So yesterday someone asked me how much time I need to spend on learning. I told 1 hour you attend the class, 1.5 hour you attend the class, 1 hour you practice. Okay. Let me tell you, before doing this, please at least do 1 hour exercise. Else you cannot do anything. You cannot do anything. Your body fitness and mental fitness is important to master this. Okay, we just say, oh, I've joined the course, I've joined KSR, maybe they'll teach, I'll join in the early morning and they'll take. No, Doesn't work. Whatever I teach, it has to go to your brain, means your mental health is important. Okay, anyway, if I keep talking about fitness, I'll end up somewhere else. But let me tell you, if I want to have a gym equipped at home, this is exactly what happens. This is exactly what happens. I need to have initial cost, maintenance, space is required. Maybe I can still resell it, but limited options. And I have to spend about 1 to 1.5 lakhs, which is going to be quite expensive. So instead of spending 1.5 lakhs and actually using your space, your balcony, your terrace for setting up gym, the easiest way is gym membership. No investment, no maintenance, no space, cancel anytime, upgrade as you like. You just need to pay 15 to 20K per year. So this is much better because gym memberships are dedicated place where they have all the gym equipments. You just go and use a service and pay and then use it. Whenever you want, you stop it. Whenever you want, you can continue it. That's exactly what I'm going to do for the storages. Rather than going and storing in my on-prem, I'm going and storing in the cloud. Right? Example, owning a house. You will have to buy a house. First, you will have to buy a land, you will have to pay EMI, you will have to get a loan, you will have to go and struggle, you will have to look for a builder, you will have to again build as accordingly what you want, then you build it, then you go and stay it. You will end up buying a house, building a house, you will end up wasting 1.1 crores. At least 1.15, at least 1.5 crores you will spend in owning a house. But this one, very easier. Every month, 15K rent you pay. That's it. That's it. I don't know if you guys know this. KSR is actually not only an institute. If you guys are thinking KSR is an institute, no. KSR is a startup company. Okay. So we are actually running a startup. So our first objective is to run a business. We develop our own products. Then we serve the clients. Finally, I felt, okay, Mahesh, we have some time in the early morning. Why don't we take class? So that's where we are into training. Okay. So training will be our third option. The first option is we develop our own products. The second option is we try to serve the clients. Third option is training. That's what we are doing now. Morning 6:30, I'm waking up you all. I'm disturbing you. I'm speaking something and all. It's because that we are teaching you when we are in free time. Now, that means you should understand, okay, KSR is some sort of startup. Now, in every company, you will have founders. Okay, in every company, you will have founders. What do you mean by founder?
Who started the organization or who?
Okay. Do you think a founder can start the company without money?
No. See, that's what, who invested?
No, I'm asking, can a founder start a company without money?
No.
Yes.
Yes, with the investors.
Yes, if has a particular skill, like where he is very good, then he can be collaborate with others and start a company.
Okay. So tomorrow I want to start a company. Is anyone interested to invest in my company?
Depend on the features. Product.
I just say I want to start another institute. Will you be able to invest?
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
How much you can invest?
Depend on the growth and everything. How much the return I will get.
See, everything is from scratch. Okay. Imagine I'm going to start another institute. Will you be able to invest? That's it. Everything from scratch. It's not about KSR. Let's start one more institute. Will you be able to invest?
No.
Everything
Usually,
from zero. Everything from zero. That's a risk.
no.
Right?
Definitely no.
That's a risk. Now, when you see her, we need first is investment. Before starting a company, we need some sort of investment. Okay. Now, I'll not tell you who is the founders. You identify. Okay. But KSR founders they don't own a house, they don't own a car. Even I don't own a own house, I don't have a car. Instead, we use Ola, Uber. Wherever we want to go, we use Ola and Uber. We stay in the rent house. That's much better than owning a house and owning a car. Okay, I'll give an example. Why we don't do that. Okay, I'll tell you why we don't do that.
So I have a question regarding the
Yeah,
on-prem.
just a minute. I'll answer all of your questions. See, I want to go to office daily basis, to office in a car. And brand new a middle class car in India, which costs about 18 lakhs. This is one of my favorite car. That's why I've taken the snap, which is 18 lakhs. And you have to pay another 2 lakhs for insurance and a road tax. And thanks for staying in India. GST 18%, 3.6 lakhs. And every day up and down, I have to pay about 50 kilometers. I have to drive 50 kilometers per day. So it's about 5 liters of petrol, which on a per day, I'll have to spend 600 rupees, which is for 20 days working. I work Monday to Friday. So 4 weeks I work. So 20 days of working, I have to spend 12K for petrol. And obviously, when I'm driving for 50 kilometers per day for 20 days, I need to have some sort of maintenance, oil change, and all sort of maintenance I need, about 5,000. And obviously the black stylish color, when you're taking in, particularly in Bangalore traffic, you know how dirty it can be. So I need everyday cleaning. A person comes and cleans my car. So about 3,000 per month. Overall spending 20K per month with the initial investment of 23 lakhs. So to go to office, we have to spend 23 lakhs. Apart from that, 20K per month. And that too, whenever you are taking your car in a metro city, you'll have to ride it very carefully. No multitasking. You can't even listen songs. You can't even sleep. You can't even talk to the next person who's sitting. Your focus should be completely on the driving. And even if you are driving carefully, there is other guys who can come and touch your vehicle. Scratches, accidents, lot of tensions. Oof, I get tired by telling all this about my on-prem car. Okay. And now I'll tell you. You know why I don't own car? For this. No maintenance, no petrol, no cleaning, no initial investment, and no insurance. I can simply take a Ola and Uber per day, 650 rupees per day and 13,000 per month. Where is 13,000 per month? Where is 20,000 per month? And where is initial cost? I can sleep and go. I can ask the driver to put my favorite songs. I can talk to my relatives and speak and go. I can even have a nap. I can listen to my favorite songs. I can even work and go. Who knows? I can even take a class from cab. So now tell me, renting a car is good? Owning a car is good?
Renting.
So how many of you here have car? How many of you have car here? Come on, how many of you have car? No one?
I do.
So what do you feel with the example which I've given? Do you still believe that you have done a good investment on car?
No, it's not an investment, but yeah, if you're looking at the economical part and everything, yeah, it, you know, taking the rented car will be a good option, but there are a lot of other factors which will come into effect to own a car sometime.
Oh, okay. Tell me what is that?
Can I tell?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm having car, but I will not go. I mean, this is different scenario entirely. I will not go car to office. I'll go by bike. I'll choose car only when I go to my native place. When compared to the travels, my car is cheap, and if I want to, I'm having 3 kids. So if I want to go by car, that will be less when compared to go by train, taking a second class or third class AC.
See, we
Yeah.
are not comparing car versus train here. What I am saying, for let's say every week you go for native, 4 times you're going, right? For going 4 times, why you will have to buy a car? You can still rent a car. You can go in rented car to your native only with a driver, or you can drive it. Why? I'm not saying you have 3 kids, so you have to go in like preferable from train. We can buy our own car. No, instead of, yeah, even I go for native. Right, I don't usually go with bus or train. I even take a cab. Right, I take a cab to my native itself. You spend 5,000 for your petrol. I spend 15,000. That's it. But what is the difference? You have spent a 20 lakhs or 15 lakhs for the complete car, which you're taking only 3 to 4 times in a month.
Yeah.
That's where I'm comparing. I'm not comparing train versus car here. Even I go, wherever I go, I always prefer car. But not my car. I go for a rented car. So can we come to a conclusion that renting a car is better than owning a car?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. That gets you the topic into cloud. So we'll be entering into the cloud. Why do we need cloud? We can take a rent of the cloud storages and we can utilize them for storage. So that gets you our next topic. That is cloud. So why do we need cloud? Well, cloud is needed because we can have unlimited storage. So I was talking about 10 machines. Oh, who will go and buy 10 machines here? Who will go and buy 10 machines? Right? So obviously you need some sort of backups. You need some sort of servers. Now that's where we are going with cloud. So it's efficient, it's faster deployment, and all of this we do have. And in market, we do have about 4 main cloud services. We have AWS, Amazon, we have Microsoft Azure, we have GCP, and we have Huawei. Just like that, we had many BI tools and we have chosen one among that, which was Power BI. Like this, we have 4 to 5 cloud computing services. In this, we will have to choose one. Why we will have to choose one? Obviously, yes. One we can use, and which I'm going to use, that you will have to wait and watch. And also followed by, why are we choosing that? See, basically, rather than storing the data in my machine by buying a new laptop, I will go and store it in the cloud. That's it is. Okay. See, I will show you a simple example why we are going with cloud. Here, the laptop which I purchased, 222 GB, 460 GB and 460 GB, which is about how much? 100 GB. Okay. So 100 GB of data, which is nothing but 1 terabyte, correct? Let me show you the calculation. So in my laptop, I can store up to 100 GB. 100 GB. Okay. How much is 100 GB? 460, 460, 200, which is nothing but 1 terabyte. So 1 terabyte, 100 GB, and the cost involved is, my laptop cost is actually 1.5 lakhs. Okay. So this is the amount that I will have to spend for storing 1 terabyte in my laptop. So let's see what is the cloud charges. Okay. Let's see what is the cloud charges. This is a charge per GB. Okay. So this is the charge per GB. So that means we have 1000 GB, right? This is for 1 GB. Okay. This is for 1 GB. So let's see for how much they charge for 1000 GB. So I'll open a calculator. 0.0036 into 1000. 3.6. Okay. So $3.6. Actually, this is in dollars. $3.6 for how much? 1 terabyte. I multiplied this into 1000 so that I'll get this. Okay. So this is in dollars. So what is the $1 price? 85 rupees. 85 into 3.6. 300 rupees. Or else do one thing. Let's convert this into Indian rupees. Okay. Let's see. This is per GB. This is per GB, Indian rupees, okay? So per GB, I will have to pay 0.3 paise, less than 1 rupee. So let's say for 1000 GB, this is per GB, okay? So into 1000 GB. 319, yeah, 319 or 320 rupees. 320 rupees I need to pay for cloud for storing 1 terabyte. How much is the price of one biryani outside in a hotel?
Same cost, similar.
The cost
400 to 500 between.
The cost of your biryani is equivalent to the cost of the cloud for storing 1 terabyte. Now tell me, cloud is better or should I buy a laptop for storing 1 terabyte? Tell me, should I buy a laptop or should I buy a cloud?
Cloud is better.
Cloud is better.
Cloud is better.
Okay. So with that, let's stop here for today. Let's get into the cloud in the next class. Okay. So next class will try to understand what cloud and which cloud we are going to learn. Okay. So next class will be on Monday. So as we have promised, the first 5 free sessions you will have. Yesterday was a master class. Today was a master class 2. So Monday we will again introduce cloud. And finally, we will go with the roadmap. The roadmap will be SQL followed by Power BI followed by Azure Cloud. I'll be introducing you to the cloud. Especially, we'll be learning Azure Cloud because Azure is also Microsoft product. And then finally, Fabric. So this will be the roadmap. Okay, so we'll stop here. Any question from today's session, please do ask. I heard someone asking a question on cloud and on-prem. Please go ahead, ask whatever questions you have. Any questions?
So in clouds, do we have certifications to do?
Yes, we do have certifications. Azure
So
Fundamentals is there, Data Analytics is there, Data Engineering is there. So we do have different certifications, which is sponsored by Microsoft.
So, what we are studying, so according to what we are studying, so which type of certification we can write?
So you can take fundamentals because we'll be covering most of the basics here. But specifically, if you're looking for Fabric certification, then you will have to do a lot of other research as well. We'll be providing the dumps, we'll be providing you the details, what type of questions you can expect, how to answer, how to clear everything will be helping you. And we also have a lot of experts who have taken the certification in KSR. And if possible, we will also try to get some sort of sponsors and offers that we will try to get you, because certification charges around 4,000 to 4,500. We will help you, but reach out to our team. They can help you with the actual certification number.
For Fabric, you're talking about?
Yes, Fabric and Azure also we have. Azure Fundament also we have.
Oh, okay, got it. And what about the Power BI certification?
Power BI certification also we do have. Once you have crossed this course, yourself can clear the certification. Power BI, I can tell you, our classes is more than enough. But for Azure and Fabric, you will have to go through some dumps as well. We will provide you dumps also.
Oh, okay, got it. Thank you.
Any other questions?
And sorry, I have one more question. So, how about interview preparation will be done?
Interview preparations?
Yeah,
So
yes.
once we complete the course, we'll be going through all the real-time scenario questions. I'll be giving the mock interviews for each and every one. I'll be giving all the interview questions. The way we have to present in the interview, I'll be giving all the answers, and individually understanding your background, we'll be framing the projects, because end of the day, once you cover the Power BI, you will have to show the experience. So maximum of 5 years of experience you can show in Power BI. And for that 5 years of experience, what is expected, what type of questions may be shoot upon, which company will focus on scenarios, all of this will be covered. One-on-one support also will be given for resume preparation, interview guidance, everything will be covering. But all this comes in the last.
Okay. Do we going to prepare a portfolio in GitHub?
Yes.
Oh.
We will be helping you how to create your portfolio on LinkedIn as well as in your GitHub, and other portals as well will help you so that your profile will be marketed for the jobs.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
You'll be doing projects for each of these sections?
Yes. Not on SQL, but in general, we'll be doing one end-to-end project, two end-to-end projects, including Power BI to Fabric. One in Power BI we'll be doing, that is mandatory. One with Power BI with Azure we'll be doing, and one will Fabric will be doing. So totally 3 projects we'll be doing.
Okay. And I heard you saying that today or yesterday that Power BI cannot handle big data, right? Like large volumes of data.
That's the reason we are going to our cloud, right? Today we have learned about cloud. Why the reason we are going for cloud? When there is a heavy data, where Power BI struggles, that's why we are going for a cloud.
So how does it pull the data from cloud? I mean, like this is an in-memory tool, right? So is there no compression
we have
concept in Power BI which can compress the data and load it in memory?
We have a compression layer, but up to certain extent it can compress. Beyond that, you have to directly connect your cloud to your Power BI for pulling the data. Until certain extent, your Power BI can handle. But I don't want to overburden it. So that's why I'm pushing all the data to the cloud. From cloud, I'll be connecting to Power BI for reporting.
Okay.
Over the weekend, please do research. Please watch these classes again. Go and research in all the other institutes as well, because you have decided to learn. But the next question is where to learn, correct? So please do a lot of research. And as I said, I'm not a trainer. I'm only a working profession. So whatever I do in the company, I'm here to explain that. If you're expecting a book oriented definitions, if you're looking for a Google oriented definition, I'm sorry, I'm not the person. I'll be the person only who can share you the real-time experience. If you're looking for an actual trainer, then please don't join here. Join here only if you're looking for real-time scenarios. With that, we'll stop here. Happy weekend, and we'll meet again Monday 6:30 morning for the third class. Then we will enter into the SQL topics. Okay. If you have any questions, we are available. Our website, Datavision, KSR Datavision, you can get the number there. We are available morning 8 o'clock to evening 8 o'clock. We are also located in Bangalore, Marathalli. If you have time, you can come and visit as well. So with that, thank you so much. We'll stop here.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Santosh.
Thank you.
Thank you.